For 3 long hours, I sat alone at that table, under the soft, golden glow of the chandelier. Around me, silverware clinked gently against porcelain plates, the quiet hum of conversation and sympathy hanging in the air like a fog. Strangers glanced at me with the kind of careful pity reserved for someone abandoned or delusional. I saw couples come and go, laughing, toasting, leaning into each other with eyes full of love. And still I waited. It was our 5th anniversary. She had picked the place, made the reservation, sent me a text that morning. Asterisk, don't be late. Tonight matters. Asterisk, so I arrived early, heart thudding in my chest, my suit freshly pressed, a ring box tucked deep in my jacket pocket. I had rehearsed the words in my head. Even practiced a smile I would wear when I asked her to spend forever with me. She finally walked in at 10:12 p.m., not alone. 3 of her friends flanked her, dressed like they were heading to a nightclub, not the elegant, intimate restaurant we once called ours. She didn't sit. Didn't even glance my way with acknowledgement. Instead, she pointed right at me and let out a laugh, loud, sharp, cruel. Told you he'd still be here, she said, grinning like a child who'd won a dare. Her friends howled with laughter, deep, guttural belly laughs. No trace of shame or hesitation in their mockery. I didn't flinch. I didn't let my face crack. I simply smiled, nodded, and ordered another drink. 5 years. We met in line at a coffee shop, both reaching for the last blueberry muffin. A cliché, sure, but what followed it felt real. Early morning coffees in bed, quiet drive with our hands entwined, midnight confessions that stitched us together in ways I thought were unbreakable. I loved her like I loved the air in my lungs. She had dreams, big ones, a boutique she wanted to open. I believed in her, maybe even more than she believed in herself. I co-signed the business loan 2 years in. I remember the way she cried when the bank check cleared, told me I was her anchor, her safe place. I paid off that loan in full 3 weeks ago. Quietly, she never said thank you. I don't think she even noticed. But I noticed the changes. The late nights, the distance, the new passwords, the faint whiff of cologne that didn't belong to me. Still, I made excuses for her, for us, because that's what love does. It makes you blind. It makes you stupid. But I'm not stupid anymore. The unraveling began with a voicemail left by mistake. A careless, accidental recording of her and her friend Marcy laughing, joking about how she was testing my loyalty by standing me up. Asterisk, let's see how long the idiot waits. Asterisk, I listened to it 5 times that night. Then once more in complete silence, like a man hearing his own eulogy. The pain didn't explode like a punch. It crept in, slow and suffocating, like drowning. But pain is a blade too. It cuts through fog. And in that clarity, I started planning. The money came first. I began siphoning funds from our joint account. Quietly, small amounts, spaced out, strategic. I pulled back every cent I poured into her dreams. Sold off some crypto. Shifted assets offshore. Silent exits. She was careless. Left receipts lying around. Emails open. Passwords written down like they were nothing. I knew them all. I gathered everything. Screenshots, text messages, hotel bookings under fake names. Evidence, all of it. I handed it to my lawyer, along with a motion to revoke the business loan guarantee on grounds of fraud. It sat on his desk for a week, waiting. Meanwhile, I changed the locks, canceled her credit cards, froze the accounts she thought were hers. I never confronted her. I wanted her to walk into her own trap, smiling. The restaurant, that was my final test. One last gift, my silence. She failed in spectacular fashion. When I paid the bill and stepped out into the cold, I felt something new burning inside me. Not rage, not heartbreak, something sharper. Purpose. That was 2 days ago. This morning, my phone lit up like a slot machine, 78 missed calls, 32 texts, each one bouncing between anger, confusion, and broken sobs. But she wasn't at home. Her key didn't work anymore. Her belongings? Already gone. Packed into black trash bags and dumped at the landfill by sunrise. I didn't watch. I had coffee instead. The boutique? Locked. Lease terminated. Staff let go, with generous severance packages. Because they didn't lie to me. They didn't laugh at my loyalty. By noon, her little inner circle began to unravel. Screenshots don't lie. I made sure each of them received their own slice of truth. Especially Marcy, who found out her own boyfriend's name was on several of those hotel receipts. Precision. No chaos. Just fallout. She showed up at my office, mascara streaked, voice cracked. Security didn't let her pass the doors. I watched her from the 9th floor window as she screamed my name like it still meant something. I didn't go down. I texted her one line. Asterisk C? Told you I'd still be here. But you're the one outside. Asterisk. Once, I loved her completely. Foolishly. I thought that love meant forgiveness, sacrifice, endurance. But now I understand. Betrayal isn't always a stab in the back. It's a slow, deliberate bleed. It's every time you suppress your instincts. Every time you excuse what should have been unforgivable. She taught me that. And I taught her what happens when a loyal man turns cold. No screaming. No scandals. No violence. Just silence. Clean, legal, irreversible silence. Let her cry to her friends. What's left of them. Let her play victim in a story she authored. She gambled on my patience. Thought silence meant weakness. But a patient man is just a dangerous man in disguise. She thought I was waiting. But I was planning. And tonight, I'll sleep well. Doors locked, bank account intact, peace finally mine. While she lies awake, unraveling every memory, every misstep, every cruel laugh. And realizing too late, the punchline was never me. It was her thinking the man who stayed was pathetic when he was just preparing his exit.